Hello! Are you so happy? Welcome back, guys, to my channel. Today, quick little hello from Harvey here before we get started on talking all about the Pat McGrath sale. But I just wanted him to say hi. I know you guys love seeing him on camera. He actually is smiling slash panting a little bit because he was just sitting in the sun. So I'm going to put him back down, but let's talk all about Pat McGrath must-haves. Anybody else's dog do that? They're just so attracted to the sun. I absolutely love it. But anyways, today's video is going to be all about the Pat McGrath Black Friday sales event. We have up to 35% off on some of my favorite products, and I'm super excited to go through all of them with you. I've been getting some questions about what I would recommend from the sale. The palette that is on my eyes is actually Midnight Sun by Pat McGrath Labs. This is a mothership palette. This is actually a palette I really wasn't going to get at all. When I saw the previews for it, I thought it was just sort of like, yeah, like it's a really beautiful fall palette with some deep tones, but I thought I could live without it. And now that I have it in my collection, I really do love it. That being said, I love the idea of getting something like this on a sale. So the fact that she is putting these sales on so much, I would argue that getting a mothership palette at full price, like any of them at this point, is kind of crazy because she marks them down super quickly. So going back to the palette I have on my eyes right now, this is Midnight Sun. You can see it's super gorgeous. I do love the deeper tones for fall. I have these two on, and then this kind of olive green in the outer corner of the lid, and then this purple on the bottom lid. Really gorgeous quality with these motherships, especially these lacquer packaging. Like, you have that gorgeous, glossy, heavy packaging to accompany these gorgeous shades. But these are pricey palettes, full price. This is a really good way to grab any of them at this point. So Midnight Sun is one I think you should definitely pick up if you don't have. We have Bronze Seduction, which I just talked about. This is a lovely one for holiday as well. I do love the beautiful cranberry. The Blitz Astrals are really stunning in here. I also love this kind of deep eggplant color. I think that's also super gorgeous in this palette. But like I said, these mothership palettes have the best mattes that she has to offer, the best shimmers, the variety of finishes. This is also a lovely one. The next one I really love that I think is also a great option is this one, which is Sublime. This, I believe, is Mothership 2. And it's gorgeous because of the wearable colors as well as the beautiful vibrant green. So this is also a lovely one for holiday because there's also gold. We have a really beautiful duochrome pinky gold in this corner. Of course, that gorgeous pearly white. We also have those really nice anchoring like pinky browns in here. So this is a lovely one too. I would say out of all the motherships, like the entire portfolio, Midnight Sun, Bronze Seduction, and this one are going to be beautiful options. I also think that Divine Rose 2 is a lovely option, but this is more so if you're into very bold colors, not necessarily for those of us that are more so neutral everyday gals. This is definitely going to be a louder palette, like brighter, bolder, pinker, more pigment forward palette because these are really rich, gorgeous tones, but on the brighter side. So if you're not really into bright looks, this is probably not going to be for you because it is quite rich, but all of them pigmentation wise are super, super stunning and very, very consistent. The top two mothership palettes that I would recommend now, if this is your very first Pat McGrath palette, Divine Rose 1 is one, in my opinion, one of the most wearable palettes that she has. And by wearable, I mean for those of us that more so go for rosy, purpley, brown, gold type shades, which are kind of like the basic gals, right? I don't know. Nothing wrong with being a basic gal, but this is one that I really, really love for that reason. I will always get drawn to neutrals, just kind of who I am. I don't mind playing with color from time to time, like bright color, but this is one that's very wearable. The most recent palette that she's done is Huetopian Dream. This is actually one that I really recommend as well. So when it comes to this palette and Divine Rose 1, these are the two that I would recommend first. But if we're talking about Pat McGrath lovers that already have these two, the other ones I've discussed are great. Obviously pick the palette that is most catered to your preference when it comes to colors that you use, but I would say for first timers, Huetopian Dream, Divine Rose 1 are fantastic options. The rest of them, Divine Rose 2, Sublime, Midnight Sun, and Bronze Seduction are second kind of runner-ups choices that are still amazing palettes, but only if you have Huetopian Dream and Divine Rose 1 first, because those I would say are like bar none my favorite, most wearable, most stunning mothership palettes. Let's talk about the holiday collection next because it is included in this sale. And I would say out of all the palettes, because there are 3 in the holiday collection. So we have the Luxe quads this year. The first one is Deep Space Divinity. This is this one here. It's really, really stunning, kind of like grungier, if that makes sense, like deeper, grungy kind of colors, but still gorgeous. And the other one is Bronze Borealis. And this is also one that is really, really stunning. But what I will say is that if you had to pick between all of the holiday palettes, I would say do not get the Luxe quads because you want the most versatility and most bang for your buck. I would get Celestial Odyssey. So this is Celestial Odyssey. You can see that there's that gorgeous arrangement of shades here. There's a really, really beautiful amount of like browns and pinks and those really easy to wear shades that we're all familiar with. But then also the shades that you can play with if you want, like the green and the blue, the deeper navy in the top row. Like it's so, so beautiful. So this is also one that I really, really love. When it comes to Pat McGrath's holiday collection, it is limited edition. So if you are wanting something from this sale that will actually go away, it's probably this palette that I'd recommend first, which is Celestial Odyssey. The Luxe quads are good, and I actually think the quality is good too, but I will say that this is my favorite out of the 3. So if I had to pick, definitely this one over the Luxe quads. And knowing Pat McGrath and her holiday collections in the past, they actually do go away. It's not like one of those brands that has limited edition and then brings it back like in 3 months. This is a palette that I know we probably won't see after the holiday/New Year when her stock runs out. I want to talk quickly about the highlight in the Christmas collection as well. This is called Lunar Nude. It is the Sublime Skin highlight. First of all, I love the embossment in this. I think it is so pretty. It's definitely like luxurious, like royalty kind of vibes. It's got this gorgeous crown in the center. It just looks really cool. And I also really like the highlight in this. It's got a really gorgeous pinky undertone, but nothing too crazy. What I will say is that for fair to light skin tones, there's probably going to be an upper limit for how many layers you can put on because that pink is going to show through and then it will become quite streaky. So when I personally use this, I've used a couple of layers max, and that tends to be all that I need. And this is a really beautiful one too. I don't think that it accentuates texture or anything. It is a beautiful shimmer highlight. It is on my face today, and I really, really love it. So this is also a good option if you're into highlights or you want to pick up the highlight. I definitely would recommend it. She also has these blush trios out. I'm going to be showing you guys this. So this is the gorgeous packaging, and it comes with 2 blushes that are already in her permanent line. So keep in mind that these are not new blush shades. I'm actually going to hold it this way so you can see, but there are 2 blushes in this one, and we also have a highlight. This is a really gorgeous option as well. If you did not get a blush yet, it's a good option to get 2 of them and a highlight in one. So this is a really lovely palette. Now I'm not going to swatch this on purpose because hint, hint, this might be a giveaway prize at some point in my 12 days of giveaways coming up in December. So I'm not going to touch it for the person that will get it. I don't think that's right. But this is one of the prizes. So excited. So don't forget to subscribe and turn your notifications on when I start that giveaway because you're going to love it. Out of all the base products, this is one I would recommend. It's the foundation I'm wearing today. It is the Sublime Perfection foundation, and I really, really love this one. This is a foundation I really love because it just makes your skin look super beautiful and glowy, but nothing too crazy. So you can see that I do have some glow on the high points of my face. These are obviously from the highlight, but from the high points of my face, it's actually from the foundation. So it has a really beautiful, like, bring that light through in your skin. Slight dew with a little bit of glow, but nothing too crazy. It's just really one of my favorites. And she killed it with the packaging for this too. Like, this is the product that I'm like, yes. Heavy frosted glass base. You could put this on a vanity easily and it would just look so beautiful. This is definitely one that I would recommend for the Black Friday sale. I also really love the concealer. This is the Sublime concealer. I was really late to the game getting this. I think in a previous sale last year or this previous year, I finally picked this up and this is lovely. I also have this one on my face. I put it underneath the eyes. I put it to cover acne. It's a high coverage product but feels on the lighter side. So because of that, when I first put it on my face, I felt like, wow, it feels so light. I'll just put a little bit more on. But but then I really didn't need it because it really packs that coverage punch. So just so you guys know, the concealer, you don't need too much because it will cover so much right away. I also think the packaging is amazing and the shade range is fantastic. For those of you asking, my foundation shade is light medium 9 and my concealer is light 5. I also recently discovered the under eye brightening powder. There's a couple shades in this one and I picked the one for fair to light skin, I believe. So it's kind of like a white color, but it certainly doesn't cast a white cast on me. It actually does bring a really nice subtle lightness or brightness underneath the eye, but nothing too crazy because you don't really want like a flashlight or like a light streak. You just want a little bit to kind of brighten that area. And this is one that does a great job. It's very, very lightweight, almost feels like nothing. Like it's just such a lightweight powder. When my brush picks it up, I'm just like, this is crazy. It just feels like air. So this is a lovely one too. If you're interested in an under eye powder, Pat makes a great one. And I find that it doesn't crease or get caught up in any lines or anything. So it does a great job of the longevity piece, not drying out the area. What I will say is that I definitely layer that over a foundation, so it's not necessarily just bare skin. Just keep that in mind. Now, when it comes to her lipsticks, guys, I have so many. I have so many. So many recommendations. First and foremost, Christy in the Mattetrance formulation. Guys, I'm wearing it right now. It's fantastic. I actually have the Divine Rose limited edition packaging with this one, but her Mattetrance lipsticks are one of the comfiest matte formulations I have ever seen. So I really love that, but this is one that's great. It's also very luxurious looking. It's very beautiful. I don't know. Christy is a gorgeous, beautiful pink. I just absolutely love this one. So this one is Christy. First of all, if you're wanting a beautiful red for the holiday, Elson. Elson is a blue red. It is a true blue red, which I've been looking for a while. A lot of them have an orange tone, but this is one that's so beautiful. This is Elson. Look at that pigment punch. It's so beautiful. I absolutely love that. And it's, like I said, a true blue red, perfect for holiday. The other two, I'm not sure if they're going to be limited edition. We have Dream Lover and we also have Venus in Furs. Venus in Furs for sure. I think it's still around. You can see Venus in Furs is that deepest purple, and then on the very end, we have Dream Lover. Super, super gorgeous. Also one of my favorite everyday friendly shades. My last recommendation, definitely for the sale, is getting the Lust lip glosses. I have so many, and I've had nearly all of them in my lifetime, basically. I go through so many. So my absolute favorite would have to be Sunset Rose. This is a really beautiful one that's like pinky with a gold shimmer in it. I love it. For those who don't want shimmer, this is Flesh Fantasy. It's a really nice one as well. And this one is called Dare to Bear. It's one of my favorites because it's so light. Also has a really beautiful kind of golden pearlescent shimmer. I really, really love these. Been obsessed with her glosses for quite some time. I feel like one of the first Pat products I really loved was her glosses. Sunset Rose is first. We also have Flesh Fantasy in the middle, and then we have that really gorgeous Dare to Bear at the very end. Super, super stunning. Look at that shine. Just love them so much. They're very comfortable on the lips. And they do have a significant pigment for a lip gloss, so I really love that. I actually do have some plans to shop the sale myself. In particular, I'm thinking about trying her lip liners, which I haven't before, so let me know down below if you do recommend them, as well as her eyeliners. I don't know, for some reason I have never tried her eyeliners yet. So anything that I haven't mentioned that you would recommend that I pick up during this sale, please leave me a comment down below. I'd be happy to check it out. And until my next one, guys, I hope this video was helpful. Happy shopping the sale, and we'll chat soon. Bye, guys.